Hey, I'm an ex-Christian who no longer believes in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And so I'm not participating in this Easter Sunday's some of you may or may not know, but I used to be a Russian Orthodox Christian, which I, at the age of 21, because my dad wanted me to make my own mind up about what choice I wanted to make about my own spiritual development, which was very cool of him. And I was greatly inspired by the story of Jesus Christ growing up, what he represented, the love that he shared with people, but also I was inspired by him as a revolutionary. You know, when he would go into the temples in Jerusalem and overturn all the usurers' tables, money lending tables. And he was trying to change the system and wake people up to grow out of the dysfunctional system that we've created. So I found that very inspiring. And as I have gone on my journey into kind of exploring spirituality more, I realized that there was a lot more going on to this crucifixion story than what I had initially become aware of. And it was this. It's through the work that I've been doing, releasing negative energies and helping people to kind of let go of a lot of negativity, that I've found some similarities in what happens in satanic rituals and the story of Jesus Christ's crucifixion. So let's look at it like this. What are the common elements? First of all, there's a ritual sacrifice that happens in a satanic ritual. What happened to Jesus Christ? That was a ritual performed in public to sacrifice him. Secondly, what also happens in satanic rituals? Torture for a long. What does the crucifixion story tell us? Well, when you crucify someone like they did in those days, that's a slow death. It's painful. It's torturous. So there's that element in place. Thirdly, another element in satanic rituals is bloodletting. So in 2000 years ago, when they used to crucify people, what they would do is literally hammer in a nail through each of the palms and across the feet only. They wouldn't attach the body to the cross. And so in that sense, the person, there would be blood coming from the hands, from the feet. So there we have the bloodletting going on as well. And if we look at the symbol of the cross, you know, if we treat it as an exercise in putting together the blocks of the cross, right? The head is one cross, the arm is one block, shall we say, and then the other one is another block with the torso in the middle, and then two more blocks down for the legs. When you put that together, if I can, I'm going to try and find a picture. When you put that together, it represents the cube. The cross folded together, it represents the cube. That is a containment energy. It's base 10 mathematics. And when we look at the universal tree of life, it's based on 12 base mathematics. So what we're dealing with here is a much more contained, lesser consciousness energy that Jesus Christ was so so-called crucified against. Now, why would somebody want to even make up a story like that? Let's think about this. What better way than to try to emasculate, someone who is trying to be a revolutionary, trying to wake people up, waking people up to greater aspects of love. Sacrifice them, turn them into a martyr, make people believe that he gave up his life for you to clear away your sins. And this is another aspect of some dark energy rituals, is they believe that in order to clear sin, you have to commit a sacrifice in order to do so. This is not true love Christic way of being. This is very much a satanic ritual. And unfortunately, people who are subscribing to the crucifixion story are getting the crucifixion implant. Now, the good news is I do have sessions where we release the crucifixion implant from your energy field. And I invite you to then also look and research for yourself the other alternative stories that are being put forward about Jesus Christ's life and his last days. So far, I have come across 2 alternative stories and explanations to the end of his life. Number 1, he fled Rome and went with Mary Magdalene to the south of France, which then fed into the Cathars movement. Another story is that Jesus Christ ascended of his own accord, that he had completed his soul mission here on the planet, and he ascended of his own accord. So I invite you, of course, to do your own research about this. And if you want me to kind of leave links about that and information about that, I'd be happy to do so. And as an alternative story, which I would love for you to consider, is the spring celebration stories by ancient Celts and Druids, ancient tribes and peoples who worshipped and honored the natural cycles, not just of the seasons of our planet, but these cycles appear everywhere in the universe, in our solar system, in our galaxy. So these cycles are just part of the natural flow of the cycles of God, Goddess, Creator. And, there was a desire to, make this story less interesting for people to focus on, to worship. And so the story of Jesus Christ's crucifixion was created around this time, spring, so that we could focus less on those ancient tribal and or pagan and druidic traditions of celebrating the spring equinox. So feel into it as you wish. I am going to invite you to focus on the lighter side of life, on celebrating the renewal of spring. So I invite you to watch the replay of my spring equinox manifestation masterclass, which I've put the link down below. And enjoy your weekend, which I hope will be full of sunshine and joy and laughter. Take care for now. Bye, bye, bye.